Right, hello again. I'm Keith, if you didn't know. This has all been so hectic that I haven't really had time to butt in and say thank you to people. But Danny, Wildcat Strike, that was fantastic earlier on. Petter and Simon, that was fantastic as well. Thank you, Franco Bolo. Petter's trousers, obviously the highlight of the day so far. Luke, what can I say? Every Asylum song I know and love in that was brilliant. And Kieran from October Drift, that was fantastic as well, as expected. I've been in touch with Gabi Garbutt, who's going to be performing next. I told her to hang on for 10 minutes because we were running late, but we've sort of caught up with ourselves now. So I'm going to try and get hold of Gabi and get her stream going any minute now. Big hello to everyone who's messaging while this is going on. There's quite a lot of you actually, so thanks very much. Big up to Big Jeff. Big Jeff's in the house, everyone. You probably can't see him, but he's around. He's watching all this. That therefore gives us the seal of approval that we all wanted. Just a quick rundown on what's going on. Gabi Garb next, probably in the next 5 minutes. Could be in the next 10 minutes. Depends whether she answers her phone or not. Calva Louise on at 8 o'clock. Josh from Benin City at 8:30. Mick Squalor, Ben from Dingus Khan. Super glue about 9, and then I'm going to do a hideous wheel invention set to sort of turn it all out. And I was a bit late and go down the piss, but I can't go down the pub and get pissed, can I? So it'll be the wine that I opened last night. Right, stay tuned. I'm going to try and get hold of Gabi now and try and get her streaming soon, and then we'll be back on track. So thanks for paying attention. This has actually been quite good so far. I think I've been really impressed with everyone's performance and the quality of the streaming. I don't know whether your streaming's any good. I mean, obviously don't message me now because I'm getting loads of messages coming through at the moment from people with different comments and stuff. I'm going to try and get Gabi streaming soon. So thanks a lot. Speak to you again at some point during the evening. Yeah. Bye.
This song, so my name's Gabi Garbutt, and this song is called This Higher Place. The sky shed rays of gold over the bleached out city lights. We ran ribbons through the quiet as we cycled through the night, out through suburban silence to a lake all draped in flames, with angels bursting from the bronze and calling out our name, singing songs of salvaged innocence. I hung on every line. There was heartache in these words, but it wasn't mine. Well, my baby takes me to this higher place, and oh, my heart it breaks this next one is working title The Organ Song. So today, so we were meant to be, me and my band The Illuminations, we were meant to be on tour with the Boomtown Rats at the moment, and tonight we were meant to be playing in Glasgow, but alas, such is life, so it's nice to be doing this instead. Yeah, here we go. Sunset over a waterfront bar, they're playing cards beneath the budding stars. She takes her toes out of the water and her feet dry as she walks to take her place at the table. They say for her now he's not there. She's no good at poker, but the boys don't seem to care. And on the other side of town, well, the sea crashes around in the hollows of the organ, and the organ plays it all, 'cause she can't tell them, so tears the soul of all the sadness that swallowed her whole. The boy she knew who was lost to the blue. Like bats stretching out before their midnight flight, cormorant birds dry off their wings that glisten in the moonlight. The barmaid pours her a Martinez, the first sip she tastes his kiss, but as she drinks it tastes more like his parting breath. And all over town there's that eternally shifting sounds from the hollows of the organ, and the organ plays it all, 'cause she can't tell them, so it tears at her soul of all the sadness that swallowed her whole. The boy she knew who was lost to the blue. Who was lost to the blue. Okay. This next song is called Our Dying World, and it sort of started off, I suppose, about kind of observations, just sort of seeing things and seeing sort of little creatures, suffer, and sort of pigeons limping through the city and things like that. And I think inadvertently turned out to be a song sort of about climate change ultimately. But here we go. Freight trains rattle through the dark tonight, and the headlamps bounce off the tracks or throw a spotlight on the little creatures making homes of stone and steel. They're nomads of the undergrowth that dart between the wheels, and outside my window the delicate chimes of birdsong resounding through the streets. They're sounds that don't belong in that space where the day changed from dusk to moonlight. Dawn birds so unwound from nature, they sing through the night. And I'll tell you this ain't natural, I'll tell you it is real. All the discreet sufferings and how it makes me feel. 'Cause it's just past midnight and maybe I could lay my head. I could put all these little creatures all back into their beds, but there's nowhere for them to go in our dying world. And I see the tiny footsteps of birds in cement, and their feet dragging heavy in their winged ascent. And I see the Stopford pigeon as it winces with every step, and I hear their frightened voices as they cry out from their nests. And in some shoreline city headlamps are scrambling the instincts of some little turtle with movements clumsy yet succinct, who thinks he scents the light of the moon on the water, but he's drawn by the glow of traffic down into the gutter. And I tell you this ain't natural, I tell you it is real, all their discreet sufferings and how it makes me feel. 'Cause it's just past midnight and maybe I could lay my head if I could put all these little creatures all back into their beds. But there's nowhere for them to go in our dying world. Moving swiftly on, here we have, this one is Your Blues. Oh, before I start, I just want to say a big thank you to Keith for having me. It's a really wonderful lineup and really great that you thought of me to be part of it, so big thanks. Anyway, on a crack. Where the midnight music trembles in the glow of the moonlight, and stars just blink their absent eyes, you feel alone in the screaming night. And angels fall from their bar stools, cry out in toxic revelry. Like them you're hiding from your lightning mind and trying to stay free. Tell me all about your blues, I don't mind hearing all the bad news. Just tell me about your blues. Tell me all about your blues, not gonna impose my views, just wanna make you feel better. Tell me about your blues. Hillside bar hung beneath the singing spheres, anything beautiful shudders and then swiftly disappears. And all us fallen lot slouch over our beers and wine, and size up and exercise the ghosts till closing time. Tell me all about your blues, I don't mind hearing all the bad news, just tell me about your blues. Tell me all about your blues, not gonna impose my views, just wanna make you feel better, so tell me about your blues. So yeah, like I said, I usually play in a band called The Illuminations. I'm missing The Illuminations because I'm in lockdown, other than the bass player, Dan, who's here, so that's great. But we have an album out, so if you're on Spotify or however you roll, it's, if you look up Gabi Garbutt, the album's called The Discredited Language of Angels. Feel free to check it out. And this song, which isn't on the album, it's called Never Never, and it's the first verse is kind of about Van Gogh, the second verse is kind of about Robert Quinn, like the guitar player for people like Lou Reed and Richard Howe and such like, and the chorus kind of binds it together. So this is Never Never. In these cold confines of wires and grinds and dull white walls and jagged blinds, he was singing inside a chorus sublime, but to the people outside he was disturbing and wild. And did his spirit fly? 'Cause I seen it tonight out in the fields, like in the crisp morning light, when he signed off from life 'cause it just hurt too much to feel. And this never felt as real as when he knelt in the shade of his easel and rang out the very last notes of his pain. The chime discordant, but now silence will remain, and he'll be seen now and again in Never Never. And the bards of the Bowery cried out their poetry to his cruel celestial sounds, forever strung out and unwound in their search for the purity of crazed depravity, a frantic disguise, a mutant sorrow hiding in the burrows of the guitar lines. One frenetic expose, his hands wove tortured patterns into the pulsating grey matter of our minds, and rang out the very last notes of his pain. The chime discordant, but now silence will remain, and he'll be seen now and again in Never Never. Cool. Okay. I think that used to have pickles in it. Okay, this is Raymond's and Angels. Let the broken man in tonight with his magnified hearing and sight, and where his senses are sharp and they dull to grey, he's with the angels and he's a-learning to pray. You may have seen him inside a pot of histories and reasons and rhymes, but he's scuffing the edges, the complete outsides of an eternal mystery, and finds that he is tired of our efforts at engineering. His earthly form starts disappearing. It's always been so hard to decide between the ravens and angels at his side. Was always a lover of all things, and now he walks with the mother of all things to leave the rest of mankind with the runways and the rivers and the suicides. Was always a lover of all things, and now he walks with the mother of all things. And the wild doves dip their wings in mercury and meet with all the broken believers who've been brought down to their knees and cry out, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Talk of politics and trickery and the bludgeoning of beauty, and they tune into the ephemeral sounds, and their bodies start spinning around and around, and they begin to uncover what we were born to discover. It's always been so hard to decide between the ravens and angels at his side. Was always a lover of all things, and now he walks with the mother of you very much for watching. This is my last one. It's called Notes from the Undergrowth. And also just want to do a little shout out to my friends at Age UK Camden who are watching as well. So hello Georgia and Tracy and Coroner and the rest of you. Nice to see you through the screen. Here we go. Thanks. So come on, let your dark side bloom into wiry little flowers here in the undergrowth. I could sit with you for hours and I'll bring the tangled vines to mend your fragile mind. And as a rose buds appear with the thoughts of nothing to fear, because here I pulled you from the ground. Tapestry of decay. Give me the limping pigeon over the dove any day. Or my muse flies with these urchins of the sky. And I want to see your disease in the orchids and water lilies. And I'll be at your feet when you're brought down to your knees. Prepare the ground for your grief, or the soil for your sorrow, while your spirit rides the sky with a circling swallows. But come on, let your dark side bloom into wiry little flowers here in the undergrowth. I could sit with you for hours and I'll bring the tangled vines to mend your fragile mind. And as a rose buds appear with the thorns and nothing to fear, because here I pulled you from the ground. Very much. Goodbye.
Back again. Well, we've had about five shows so far, which I've been quite happy with. Currently just waiting for Calvin now. I don't really know these people very well. Probably the only people on this this list of performances that I've got that I've never really met before. So we're sort of communicating through Hotmail, and actually I've just given them my phone number, so I'm sort of half waiting for a phone call as well. But how this is working is that they're all streaming, everyone's streaming off their own Facebook page in the same way that I am here. And basically as soon as you hit the share button and you share it as Keith Goldhanger, and it centralizes the thing. So whilst I'm also looking and refreshing the Calvin Facebook page in the hope that dead on 8 o'clock, which I reckon it is now, I'm going to see a little red light next to their video page, and then I shall start sharing it, and you can watch it. We've got Josh from Benin City up in half an hour. Mick from Mick or Ben? Come on, Mick or Ben? Don't know which name to use. I know you as Ben. Dingus Khan, Super Glue. He's going to do something at 9. And I'm going to do something at 9:30. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do, along with guys, start any second now. And as soon as they do,